Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Tuesday, October the 19th, 2021. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we are at the market here today. So SPX guys up 28 points. I mean, we're like minutes away from all-time highs if they really want to get there. I mean, it's really not that far away. Wild stuff here is we just kind of just take that bearish engulfing candle and just wipe it off the board. Again, now we are above 1, 2, 3, 4 week highs right here, and before you know it, we're getting really close to all-time highs, and it almost looks like they could do it today. SPX gapping up above the trend box here today. SPY not really following along yet with all-time highs, so I was looking for a short-term uptrend confirmation, but we may actually just get the mega, macro upper trend line confirmation if we break over all-time highs. So we'll see how that goes here going into the rest of the day here. Let's take a look at the SPX. Let's take a look at that wave count that I posted a little bit earlier on Twitter. Like we said, only price pays, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then this wave 3, guys, it just keeps on going, and that's okay, right? Wave 3 is the longest wave of a wave, and so it can go to all-time highs if it wants to. It doesn't have to have a wave 4 pullback right here, right? It is possible you could say, hey, that was your wave 4 right there. I mean, just based on the steepness of it, and then this is wave 5. But wave 5s can, keep going as well. So again, it just keeps on gapping and pushing, and so it's just squeezing out the bears, guys. I mean, this is a very bearish move that we saw. It got a lot of bears excited. I mean, hey, we had fun with it. We really had some nice short opportunities in here a few times. Which really gave some good moves, and it's fun, right? Because it does play along with a lot of the news that's out there, and so it makes it a little bit interesting. But again, these earnings are strong, guys. Banks are strong. Tech's coming up. We'll see how Netflix reports. We'll see how Tesla reports. Tesla. We'll see how that reports and see where we go from there. But if this market makes it past, to all-time highs, guys, and it generally stays as well as it is, we could easily get to 5,000. I mentioned that in our newsletter this weekend, so just FYI on that one. I'm not saying buy YOLO calls to 5,000, but I'm saying this market is poised to get there if it wants to. So anyway, let's take a look at the S&P futures and take a look here and see how we're doing here today. Obviously a nice move today. Volume isn't super duper impressive here on our contracts. We're getting this kind of choppy, grindy action, but we are over the overnight highs, but we do have a big signal zone up here, so a little bit of a resistance zone here. So we'll see how that holds going into the afternoon. Again, MES, we're going to kind of see the same thing. We did have a big move to the upside here today, but let's just kind of keep a couple geometric lines on the radar here. We got this, which really looks like it's channeling right up through this level right here, and then you got this steep one. So we'll see how that goes going into the afternoon. Let's see with the Qs. Again, Qs generally, I would like to have seen a little bit more strength today. Apple was the big one that was moved. The Qs were strong. The SPY was strong. Dow was a little bit strong thanks to Apple today. But, we could have seen a little more movement on Apple. But it did give us a nice trade today. But, I mean, it was kind of the most exciting one of the day. IWM, let's take a look. Big dip buy on this one here. So let's see how that goes. Back above the geometric line here today. XLF. Again, the bank's holding up still, so doing okay. The VIX is just kind of like doing nothing, right? So we've got that going on. And again, let's take a look at Apple. So again, we pointed this out in the public Twitter this morning. Of course, we pointed out our group on our live stream today. Not really much at the open right here, but once we started to get to this level, it started to get interesting, right? So what did we like about this today? Well, we not only do we like the pre-market highs, but we also like, as we looked at the option flow today and in our Discord, and we looked at the 148 calls. We had a lot of nice activity on it, and so I tweeted out, so if we can get over this 148 level, we could see a nice push on it, right? And we certainly got that, right? So we got almost an immediate push off there, quick retrace on there, and then we got to our next level above, then a shooting star candle right here to kind of bring it back down. But that ended up being a nice trade, right? We talked about $1.13 to $1.60, really nice move. I think it ended up hitting like pretty close to $1.75 on that too. So a nice move there. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla here this morning actually looking like a little bit of a bear flag here today. It was pretty bearish at the open. Kind of tough to get into. The premiums are really high on it heading into earnings, right? So we're expecting hopefully getting some sort of vol crush on that. It could be a little bit of a bearish type flag here going into the close. It might come back and retest the zone, but it did go zone to zone to here for us today. Zoom, this is an interesting one. I like this. I pointed this out this morning. Again, I like this how the strikes are getting involved here. I really want to see this daily chart. Very nice right here. I'm kind of looking at this Elliott wave type move. But I was, unfortunately, I didn't like the volume yesterday, right? So we had this lower volume. If we had good volume yesterday, I've been very excited about this. But right, price is still moving despite the volume. That's okay. It just is not, just doesn't fit my parameters. But keep an eye on it today. Again, if we have a nice green candle here today with increased volume, this might be one to look for a possible move up to the 50-day moving average. So want to keep an eye on there. Other than that, guys, let's say we got a few chart requests out there. So we got Bitcoin on the radar. Bitcoin, guys, again, upper shadow right here. It's trying to take that inside day up, but running out of a little bit of steam. But still a really, really great move up since our harmonic shout out on that one. CEI. So this name's actually getting pretty hot here today. We pointed this out in our Discord based on the volume and the option volume today. There is a chance that this thing could work its way up to this level up here and kind of get close to that 2.5 area. So see how that goes here. But again, some big intraday volume on this one. I think definitely one to keep an eye on. One of our members says it is a pump and dump name. There's no question about it. But if it's in the pump phase right now, it could get to that $2.30, $2.50 area. So definitely want to look at there. Coin really hot right now. I mean, it just is great opportunity here last Thursday to get involved. First target was this level right here, and then we blasted through it, and looks like a potential doji sandwich in the works here today. BITO, guys, that's our new Bitcoin ETF. Really exciting. I thought it was going to be BTC, but it's BITO. Okay, very exciting there. So not really that exciting. The other one, the BTA. Anyway, so interesting one there. PLTR upper shadow off of the 2-day moving average. It was a nice inside day up here on the gap. So you got a gap and pusher this morning. Of course, look where it ran right to 200-day, 50-day, top of the cloud. So not surprised to see a little bit of resistance right there. Now I wanted to point this one out today too, guys. I like this one for an earnings run up. The only issue is that there's not a lot of volume that's traded on those options, but the chart is beautiful. And common shares are even tough on that one too. Twitter, we liked this one yesterday. Obviously, nice strong candle piercing the cloud. Filled the gap right here, so kind of made a nice move there on Twitter. SE, let's take a look at this one here. Yeah, we're going to sway up nicely, right? You had the big push right here, break out of that falling wedge channel we talked about on the live stream not too long ago. 3 pause days up, and today you got your breakthrough here to this high. So a very, very nice move on SE. Square, this is one that we talked about last night too. It definitely had the opportunity to fill this gap and hit the 50-day moving average. It's all about the risk reward on that one, but it did give a nice move right there. In terms of follow through, it's going to be tough here right at resistance. And hammers are actually tough. These type of hammers are actually tough to get follow through. Not saying it won't do it, but definitely want to keep an eye on there too. Okay, and FCell. So FCell actually looking really interesting. I'm kind of liking this inside day right here, guys. If this volume continues to push here on this candle, that really builds a lot of energy into it, and this thing actually might make a move. A sharp breakout or a gap above this 9 level here could get this thing up to 10, and your 200-day moving average is at 11. So I think that's definitely one to look at there too as well. Anyway, guys, that's all for the video here. Really appreciate the requests. We'll see if this market continues to grind its way up, and who knows, maybe we'll get all-time highs today. Anyway, guys, appreciate everybody tuning in. Stay healthy out there. Maybe your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game.